At the top right of the map, in the red, we have the Terran player from Team Slayers. He was able to take Leenock on, take him down on the first map. This is the second one. It is...
Slayers, MMA.
That's right.
That's right, indeed. Yeah, we do not want to forget that it was, in fact, MMA. It's the only person to take out Leenock in the group play.
At the bottom left, Zerg player placing second at the Code S. It is...
FXO Leenock.
FXO Leenock. Not sure if you guys could hear that on the stream. There he is. It is so good. So good at StarCraft. It's ridiculous. And
you go first.
I was just going to mention, since it is on your screen right now, remember, if you purchase a yearly premium or premium plus ticket now, you get a free Blizzard Cup HQ ticket. And given the quality of the games we've had today, man, you do not want to miss out on the highest quality of the rest of the games for this tournament. That is for sure. And looks like Leenock is going to go ahead and go out to expand on 15. And he does move around a little bit, just make sure there's no bunkers building behind his mineral line or something.
And we have only one bunker for MMA, sorry, one barracks for MMA this time. But the drone scout for Leenock, he wants to make sure it's in the main base of his opponent, getting, once more, additional drones, playing a little bit more greedy on a map like Daybreak. You can definitely pull that off. There are 3 ways how you can get into your opponent's main base, and one of them, the shortest one, is blocked by rocks in the early stage of the game. So Leenock definitely sure that he can get away with that, building the spawning pool and the extractor. And MMA probably going for a gasless expand. That's at least what you would expect on a map like this. He already has 400 minerals. There's the command center.
There it goes. A little bit risky by MMA. Doesn't know if Leenock's going to do something aggressive. Building an expansion on the low ground can be an issue, but he's going to be fine. And the way that he's putting his barracks, he's probably going to make an add-on there, and well, he actually can't make an add-on because he doesn't have any gas yet, but there goes 1 and 2 refineries.
Going for the reactor Hellions.
Probably, yeah.
A little bit of scouting going on for both players right now. So we have another TVZ, and on a map like that, tanks and marines are usually the weapon of choice for the Terran player. Leenock is known to burrow banelings. We've seen that done by Nestea when he was facing MMA on exactly that map in the group stage before. So maybe Leenock trying to do exactly the same thing. We'll see about that in a few seconds. So far, we have Leenock with the queens, with the drones just droning up right now. He has the overlords on the map trying to get into a position where he can scout the third base, because on Daybreak a lot of Terran players get really greedy trying to get the third, trying to scout the second as well. And MMA with 1 bunker, playing it safe for now.
Yeah, and remember, we did see MMA beat Nestea on this map. That's the game that you were referring to earlier. He did actually, he sent a marine around trying to find that overlord to kill it off. And is he going to do it again? Nope, Brian. Nope, he's not going to.
Leenock is a little bit more careful when it comes down to his overlord scouting. He's not sending them across the map straight away, so he's doing a really good job at that, playing it safer, but then the overlord will arrive at the desired position a little bit later. And now the factory is being built, the reactor as well.
Oh, Zergling is does not get enough. Doesn't get up the ramp to see the vision. Of course, he can kind of assume the Hellion, the reactor Hellion. It's pretty standard. He doesn't see a ton of Marines right now, so he can pretty much assume that. But he didn't get the scout in, so he doesn't technically know. But the Roach Warren is an interesting turn.
He might just go for the 7 roaches. Go for 7 roaches, push his opponent, and that's something that works quite well if the Terran player is playing a little bit greedy, and the timing would be perfect for that. He has 33 drones. Oh, Roach Baneling!
Whoa.
He's getting a Baneling nest as well. He will cut on the drones. He's not just going for 7 roaches in order to put some pressure on. He might just well go for the all-in attack.
This is interesting, and this is very good. This could be very good. You know, what's good against Roaches and Banelings? It's Marauders, and what don't you have if you're making Hellions? You don't have very many Marauders generally, and so he is going for a very potent strategy, but he's going to have to do some damage early with these Roaches and Banelings if he's going to pull it off. The Roaches are completing right now. The Baneling Nest is about to complete as well.
Leenock very smart, kills the Marine at the Xelnaga Watchtower, and MMA, he's going for Marauders right away. He scouts the Roaches, and the first thing he does is building 2 additional bunkers and Marauders as well. He knows exactly what's coming now. He knows exactly that he has to be afraid of this push, and Leenock is just going for it. He's getting Overlords 3 at the time so that he's not supply blocked at all. Wow, that is going to be really, really close. The wall in, there's a solid wall in. We have the first Marauders. Moltrap, I don't know if Leenock will be able to pull that one off.
I don't know if he actually knows about the Banelings, though. I don't think he's seen the Banelings yet. They're morphing right there as well. He might just be preparing for anti-roaches because he's got reactors. He's making a lot of Marines now in addition. And here comes those Banelings. Of course, there's just enough to knock down the wall. And he's going to just take out both the bunkers simultaneously. And MMA has a lot of production, but he doesn't have a lot of units right now. Those roaches are going to be able to do some serious damage, especially if he can target fire down the Marauders. And he picks off Hellion.
MMA is safe. MMA still has the Marauders, and if not for additional links, and the links encounter the Hellions.
Oh, is it going to surround them?
No!
Oh,
Nice micro by MMA.
He does get one Hellion. That was almost a complete surround on that group of Hellions, but they managed to somehow squeeze out between.
Leenock is getting a macro hatch right now. He has more drones. He's droning up behind that, and of course forced MMA already to build a lot of units, and MMA was really scared for a while, but he is on 40 SCVs and 2 mules against 49 drones. Lair tag is up, and this is just Leenock's specialty. This is kind of the trademark of that guy. He is able to put on pressure and fall back right into that macro game.
Yeah.
Was just testing the waters.
Drone almost bit the dust, but instead is going to merge with the dust in the form of a hatchery.
And MMA lost a lot. He lost 8 SCVs as well. He lost a lot of minerals because of the Marines, the bunkers. He lost one of the supply depots. And MMA himself now trying to get aggressive. He's trying to get the momentum going for him, taking the initiative in the game and just dropping while attacking with a small force at the front. 79 supply for both players. I still remember dual side, how close that game was. And dual side. And Daybreak doesn't look like it's going to be much different.
Yeah. I like this move by MMA. He's like, all right, well, you know what? You made a bunch of roaches. You made Banelings. There's no way you have the gas for Lair Tech yet, so I'm going to do drops and Vikings, and that's exactly what he's doing to pull off. And, of course, roaches can't do much against the medevac. He is going to be forced to fall back, but in the meantime, there's a Viking running around killing his overlords as well that he can do nothing about.
Spire is now being built. That's the Viking that you've been mentioning. Already has one kill. That was the first one. Baneling speed, burrow, and the armor upgrade. So he's going for the Baneling speed and the burrow upgrade. We will see Baneling traps over the map.
Oh yeah, it's Leenock. Of course we're going to see Baneling landmines.
The third is up now.
Yeah, third is up. It's in a little bit of danger though. MMA is pushing over here with a small force. Leenock does have a sizable amount of Zerglings that he's just made. He's making some Banelings, and they will probably come in just in time. Leenock's trying to buy time for those Banes to morph. And there they are. And is he going to try and surround? No surround is possible.
Taking out a lot of the Banelings with the Marauders. Nice micro by MMA. Look at him. We have the Baneling speed is not finished yet. The Banelings are not rolling just yet. And those roaches are in a lot of trouble. And MMA with a stellar micro is able to push. And look at that stutter step taking down the Banelings. MMA on 106 supply, putting more and more pressure onto that expansion, taking down more Zerglings and finally retreating with a pickup at the Medivacs.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was.
He killed a lot with very little and got a pretty significant supply lead. Leenock has just made a lot of Mutalisks, so he's caught up pretty close. But MMA is still 15 supply ahead. But yeah, that was just beautiful micro by MMA. As soon as the Banelings turned around to retreat, he actually chased them instead.
I know that I might sound like a fanboy right now, but I have to stress that once again, we have a perfect timing for the 1-1 upgrades and the armory, and he's getting +2/+2 right now. Nice. MMA's builds are just so perfect that even if they are shaken by a Roach Baneling attack, they still work perfectly when it comes down to the timings of his upgrades. This is just a thing that is so amazing about this player, and this is why MMA is so good.
Oh, a couple free Banes for MMA, chasing that down. He did stim a lot of his units, though, so he's going to use up some medevac energy there. And MMA getting his third base up as well, as we just saw there. So he is going to be ahead in economy as well as in supply.
And he has nearly the same amount of harvesters as his opponent.
Oh, the landmine! Oh, the landmine! Oh! Oh, he didn't set it off at the right moment, I guess. And
those two banelings are sure lazy.
they decided they don't want to die after all. They're just going to hide underground and hope no one notices them.
Maybe they are greedy and want to wait for more Marines. That's probably what's going to happen.
That's a possibility as well, actually.
And MMA won't scout that position now.
Yeah, that's for sure. Baiting a stim out of some of those Marines as they chase the Mutalisks away.
Third is up for both players. 143 supply for both of them.
Is he going to use it now? Is he going to use it now? He's going to go around the top. Oh, he stims in. Stim splits.
He's trying to bait them.
Oh, there we go. And here's the rest of the army charging in to follow it up. He's got only one tank there. Can it? Oh, the tank targets down a ton of Banelings. It will die to Zergling Fire, but it was enough to have the Marines come out ahead. And MMA continues this push, but a drop in the back is shut down at the same time. Nice idea by MMA to drop at the same time, but it didn't quite pay off. He is ahead, though.
And the next minutes will be so dangerous for Leenock. Even though he's able to get the same supply as his opponent, he's closing the gap between them. We have MMA now on 2 upgrades, while the Zerglings are on 1-1. And this huge advantage might turn the tides in MMA's favor. He might be able to finish that game, take down that third. He has a nice stutter step. The tanks line up in the back. No more Baneling bombs. Baneling's morphing though, but now the +2 attack upgrade being researched. MMA, will he take advantage of the lead that he has right now?
Oh, instead of pushing in, he's going to go for a little bit more of a containment, but I was just about to mention that he keeps leaving his tanks a little bit vulnerable in the back. Down to just 2 tanks. He's going to have to fall back because 2 tanks is not quite enough to deal with the mass amount of lings that Leenock has built up. He's going to fall back and regroup at least with more forces before pushing in.
And Leenock, the Zerg player that used to be so aggressive with a very nice defense right now. He defended his third for quite a while, is now trying to get aggressive while he's still sniping medivacs, 2 of them, losing Mutalisks as well, but now he's going for the third base. The tanks in the back though.
MMA is completely out of position. Oh, no! Ah, no!
Oh my god!
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4!
Newbie mistake. He A-moved his whole army, and the pathing of the medevacs made them fly quicker than the Marines went, and he actually just flew them to their deaths. Wow, that was a very uncharacteristic mistake for MMA to make. He's finally starting 3-3 now as well, by the way. He's had to fall back and kind of play a little bit defensive. He's letting Leenock get a, well, there, I was just going to say, letting Leenock get a 4th, but he hadn't put it down yet, but he put it down in the middle of me correcting myself, so Leenock will be able to take another base.
We have 81 Marines now for MMA. Leenock trying to do some kind of hit and run. He needs a win now. He needs to connect with the Banelings. Needs to be careful though. 182 supply for MMA, 165 for Leenock. Leenock getting 26 Banelings right now.
Woohoo! That is a lot of Banelings. I would dare say that is
it's time
so
to party,
many.
I guess.
Yeah, that's a Baneling party, that's for sure. MMA does no, and he loses a tank. I was just about to say he doesn't have the tank count to deal with that many Banelings, and now he definitely doesn't with only 3 there. And Leenock might catch him unsieged. No, he doesn't. Thinks twice. Says, all right, I'm just gonna take my 4th. Not gonna try and kill that army just yet. Whoa, baits a stim.
The Thor is out, and those Mutalisks need to be careful. We have +3 being researched for MMA.
Oh.
He is dropping in the main base. He's about to target down his opponents. Sonic Pool, but this is... Oh, that's going to be close. Nope.
Barely survives. Just a handful of hit points there. Now, MMA has been stimming his army a lot, and he doesn't have a ton of medevacs, so he needs to be a little bit careful there. 3-3 is very close to finishing. He really wants that to finish. We're probably going to see MMA push when 3-3 finishes because he is maxed right now. Both players actually are maxed.
MMA taking a 4th, Leenock as well, but MMA now with a Ghost Tech getting 2 additional Thors. Ooh. He's getting a lot of them. The Infestation Pet is up for Leenock, or will be in a few.
Yeah, very late Infestation Pit. Oh, Baneling's coming in. Take out that attack pretty quickly. He was paying attention to this over here. Leenock going in to try and take out his opponent's 3rd. Targets down that bunker very quickly by the Mutas, but the Mutas taking a couple big hits.
Ah, the Zerglings need to pay attention in the back. The Marines do a number on Leenock's units. 182 supply against 177, and Leenock still has so much minerals and gas banked up. He's getting Zerglings right now, but he's losing his third base.
Oh, where are those banelings going? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Both players losing lots of forces in different events here. And MMA coming out ahead though because he took out Leenock's third and took out a little bit more forces.
If he kills that
fourth.
If he kills the Thor though, and there's one mule repairing the Thor is gone, the fourth as well. 162 supply, MMA in the supply lead, but he has to run from these banelings. He's killing every single unit now.
Wow, MMA had a big advantage there, but he did lose that. Leenock nicely done cleaning up that army. But another drop coming into the main.
Hive tech for Leenock. He's getting pathogen glands. As soon as he has the 30 of 80, he will start with the infestor build, and the pool goes down nonetheless. Leenock needs to build 2 more bases. He's going for the double expand, and the Mutalisk timed the attack perfectly with the Broodlings, able to take down the Marines and the Medivac without too many losses. But MMA is pulling ahead right now.
Yeah, the infestors with pathogen glands, with their fungal ability, with other Hive tech, can be very devastating to a large Terran army, so Leenock is not quite out of it yet, but here's the thing, MMA, his economy has been completely unharassed. He is at 4 bases, 2 of which are mining right now, and Leenock, GG's, as he loses his new 3rd base and has nothing to respond to MMA with. Well, MMA repeating his performance in the group play by taking out Leenock. And Polt has just emerged from the lobby, the real-life lobby,
Boxer's
to
disciple.
engage him. Yeah.
Boxer's disciple is pulling it off once again, and I have to say that MMA played really, really well. Leenock, an amazing performance of Leenock in this group, but in this game he just didn't have an answer to anything that MMA was doing. MMA was prepared for everything Leenock threw at him and took advantage when he had the chance, won the game. Very, very nice performance by him.
Yep, pretty much. And so Leenock is now actually going to play Polt. So we're going to have...
Apparently we are having all 3 games then. I would have expected MMA to face Polt, no?
Well, we need to determine 1, 2, and 3 positions, so we need to have all the games played regardless. So yeah, Leenock's going to play Polt, and he's going to have a chance to come back and at least beat Polt. If he can beat Polt, then Polt will play MMA, and we might end up actually with another tiebreaker situation, but it's only 1 game past of the tiebreaker, so we don't know what's going to happen so far. But if Polt beats Leenock, then it will basically be Leenock is 3rd, and Polt and MMA will play for 1st and 2nd, is what's going to happen. So, very important match for Leenock. He's down a game. If he wants to try and get that crucial 1st place spot, he needs to win this game against Polt to even have a chance. Even if he wins this game against Polt, MMA could still beat Polt, and then Leenock would be 2nd place. So,
the map will be Antigua.
Certainly will. Yeah, I believe we've just kind of restarted the map order that we started with. Could be wrong about that. I am wrong about that. Never mind, because Bale Street Beach was the 2nd map before. So, it is going to be Antigua Shipyards instead. And I apologize for that.
Polt against Leenock. Once again, the last game was on Shakira's Plateau. And it was kind of interesting. Leenock with a Baneling bust after Polt was going for the attack. And I think they're trolling each other. Polt is like, no Korean, go, GG.
Yes, the countdown has begun. It's almost finished, in fact. Hopefully Polt doesn't have any computer problems this time. It looks like the game is loading. Everything on the line for both players. Well, not everything, I guess, but the game has started. Let's find out if Leenock can tie it up or if Polt will send him to 3rd place here at the Blizzard Cup.